Round one. Gonna play first. That's a keep. We probably don't have to do the migration right away either, since I would not qualify us as a beatdown deck. I qualify us as a good mid-range win via fly over top or pump with a bunch of tokens. So the reason I'm saying that is we probably do not need to play a turn 2 Saproling migration, I'm assuming. I mean, I suppose we can because our opponent mulled a 5, or because it's just a good turn progression. Maybe that's reason enough to just do it. We'll give it a try. I actually don't know. I suppose since it's like that many turns away, maybe just getting the extra 2 isn't even worth it. I'd probably rather just get the damage in. Alright. Mirror match, huh? I think I'll block. Okay. That was a good rip. Nice. Guess I can just get by all of them. It's pretty slick. Nice. Uh, Probably makes sense to block the vigilance guys. Although I think I'll just go like this. And probably fight the last vigilant knight. Since it does change the clock. Land or elves? Huh. That's weird. Guess it does change the clock, so we'll fight here. So I attack with everything. Block here, and die if they take 3 if they have an answer. I suppose I could just attack with because I can't. Let's see. If I attack with everything, they just first try to kill the envoy, and then they block a sapperling and take 3, and they're left with 1 blocker to my 3 attackers with 2 life. Yeah, we have to attack with everything. We don't have to, but I'm going to. Because this way, even if they have an answer to Steel Leaf Champion, they still have to trade for one of my sapperlings. And I think it's just ultimately better. Okay, so they take 3, they go to 2. So they need another blocker to live. Alright, well they got the blocker. So now we need a pump spell or a removal. That's an interesting splash. So I don't think a flyer is going to do it anymore, although I certainly wouldn't mind getting a Shalai. Wild Onslaught. Well, you can pay the whole price. Problem is, it doesn't do us a ton of good. So I guess we double block Baird to get rid of their Vigilance dude. Alright, it's going to make things pretty challenging. So I guess I can't attack because of Sarah Angel and then kill us on backswing. Alright. I believe we're going to lose against our opponent's Mull to 5 too, which is not a good sign. So I believe we saw precisely 0 artifacts and enchantments. So I guess we can probably dip out of the old Invoke the Divine, huh? Landor Scout, not super helpful there. Alright, so let's dip out of Invoke, and we'll bring in Pierce the Sky, which apparently is only 2 mana. Pretty good price, actually. And anything else that we want to do? Nope, I think we're good. May want to actually swap our envoys for 2/3s, now that I think about it. I'm going to do that instead, because 2/3s are a lot better against multiple Knight of Graces. Alright, we'll play first. Yeah, I guess we'll keep this. Turn 3 Steel Leaf's pretty good. Gonna need white mana eventually, or maybe we won't if Steel Leaf Champion can do all the legwork for us. Oh, yeah, we want to make sure we... Actually, the funny thing is we could still do it anyway, but... I gotta tell you, Landor Scout, not the most intimidating card in the world. Sure. I don't really see a point in ramping out the Reproach, so I think we're just going to jam a Steel Leaf. Like, I could play the Scout to get out the plains early. It doesn't really do anything, so I'd rather just get 1 damage in and play a Steel Leaf Champion, I'm pretty sure. I'm still just gonna play my Aven Sentry next turn, so I don't really see the point. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's a reason to play the Krosan Druid. Baird keeps us off an attack, which does hurt a little bit. Alright, it keeps us off an Aven Sentry play, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So the question is, I think we just attack with Steel Leaf Champ, pay our 1, and then play the Krosan Druid, because the Krosan Druid can actually attack into the Baird as well safely, which is actually kind of nice. Maybe 2-3 is just better than 3-2. I was just thinking 3-2 was better for us because the funny thing is the Gankton Life at 8 mana is actually relatively useful in the late game, but I solely thought Envoy was better for us basically just because of Pegasus Courser, but I should honestly just swap those two out. I probably would rather have a 2-3 most of the time. So they left up Adamant Will mana. Or they didn't leave up Adamant Will mana. Well, I guess that'll do her. So I guess we drop the Sentry and pass. That's a good rip, actually. Let's get in with the Sentry. And we'll drop the Courser. That way we can attack with the Druid, too. Corrosive Ooze? It's just a Grizzly Bear. So, we'll get in for our 6 here. Okay. So, lose to their Mull to 5, beat their 7-card hand. Tell you, the darndest things happen in Magic, don't they? I mean, are they weak? The funny thing is, I don't even think they're weak against flyers. They showed us plenty of flyers, didn't they? They showed us an Aven Sentry and some Sarah Angel. So it's like, we know they have them. It doesn't make me want to just jam more flyers, does it? Envoy is going to be pretty bad in this match, though, so I suppose I'll swap that for a familiar. At least it trades with a sentry. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it's a keep. Mm-hmm. Don't really want to reproach an ooze, so we probably just play the Sapherd because Sapherd can, I guess, lock an ooze. If they play the Knight of Grace, we'll play the Druid instead. Maybe I'm just supposed to play the Druid anyway. 2-3 probably better. Because they have 2 Knight of Graces in there, so could make... That's weird. I guess we'll play the Sapherd, because I'm more willing to trade my 2-2 for a Ooze or an Adamant Will than I am my Krosan Druid. Or maybe trying to shift the race in my direction, I'm not sure. Them not having a play there is pretty odd, too. If they want a Vicious Offering the Sapherd, I think that's okay. They were considering it, but decided it wasn't worth it. Their card for half of our card is pretty good value. Call the Cavalry. Alright, maybe it's time to bust the Druid out. Yeah, because we're still quite a distance away from kicking it, and if they have the Vicious Offering or whatever now, definitely after this match I'm main decking 2-3s. I should have never done the 3-2s. The Krosan Druids are just way better for us. Okay, so I can reproach that, I suppose, if we have to. That's pretty good protection, too. Let's just drop the Mammoth Spider for now. Basically, I want to make sure that our reproach kills that sentry. So if they attack into the spider, I think we take it, because then at least I can hold up Adamant Will and Gideon's Reproach. I can't protect from Blessed Light. Alright, Knight of Grace is fine. I think they're going to kill our spider with the Vicious Offering. What I'm hoping is that I can Reproach Sentry next turn successfully. But we'll see. I mean, I can still play Courser and leave up Reproach, so I guess that's pretty good. And this Croson Druid's doing exactly what I needed it to, which is really nice. Alright, drop the Courser and pass. I don't want to get my Courser Blessed Lighted. So I guess we go... Huh. Do we go Reproach first, or do I Adamant Will and make them... They could have both, is the problem. Well, I guess we block first and hope they don't have Reproach. This at least prevents the damage. So if they want to use Blessed Light or whatever they can. Alright, they didn't have it. So I'm actually kind of happier I saved my... Because I think they would have played Adamant Will if they had it. And they probably would have played Blessed Light if they had it. So I think they just did not have the things they needed there, which is good. Because now I'm just a green mana away from ripping this Primordial Worm and flying right over top. Which is kind of exactly what we want to do. And this Croson Druid, once again, I just cannot stress enough how much exactly of its job that it's doing. Go right over top while this 2/3 just holds down the ground. Get another flyer out there and pass. And we have the Reproach for the Sarah Angel, which is really nice too. So I want them to use their trick here. I'd be much happier with them using Adamant Will here rather than after they play a Sarah Angel or something. I guess Fungal Infection kind of gets us, but that's alright. We'll just have to play another Courser here. Alright, so they have their own Primordial Worm. And we've got our own now, so... Let's see here. Let's see what kind of clock we can get going. If I play my own Primordial Worm... Let's say I get in with everything now. We get in for 5. That takes him to 13. Then next turn I can get in for 8, 11, 12. So I'm still going to be short. The clock is the same whether I attack with the Saproling or not, which means we just attack with... Could actually mean we just attack with Sentry. Because that way we can also protect ourselves more. Although I don't think they're going to attack. Alright, we'll just get in for 4. And then we'll play the Primordial Worm and pass. They have to attack with Worm. Which means I think we're just going to chump here. Okay, it's actually fine. So, this is what we saved that reproach for this whole game. So now we can get in. Shaliza, that's pretty awesome too. So let's get in there. Make a flying worm. Worm on the back of a Pegasus. Approach the Sarah Angel. Get in for 10. Drop a Shalai like it's hot and pass. Alright. Well, we got the match, which is pretty sweet. I would have attacked if I was my opponent, because I guess, I mean, they didn't have a way to win unless I didn't block. But I was actually thinking about what I want to block. Because do I just block like a Knight of Grace and hope they don't have a +3 pump spell? I don't know of any +3 pump spells. Well, Wild Onslaught would get us. So at that point, do you just probably chump the Primordial Worm? In which case, should I have just played the Courser instead? If I was planning to chump? But yeah, because the hexproof is irrelevant if you're chump blocking, so it turned out not to matter since they conceded. So all right, we'll see you in round 2.